The first 3 sections and drum groove of Levitation 21 is based off a constant cycle of 21/16 notes. Let's take a look at the drummer's perspective. I like to look at the basic drum pattern as a 5-5-6-5. I group them as such because of the placement of these kick drums, and also what the bass guitar is playing, but more on that later. Let's give this basic pattern a shot. Moving on to the rest of the music, we take a look at the bass riff. It looks like it could be grouped in 8-5-5-3, but according to the bass player himself, Evan Marion, he thinks of this pattern as 8-8-5, which sort of lines up with the drummer's perspective. Arthur is playing 5-5-6-5, which when we add the 5-5-6, we get 16. And 8-8 also gives us 16. So if we zoom out a little, they're actually both thinking in 16-5. On the micro level though, the way they think about the 16 is different. So most of the accenting doesn't match up. This causes a lot of intentional rhythmic friction in the music. As if that isn't already confusing to the ears, Tigran's piano line also plays its own bass rhythm. Here are the bass rhythms that I managed to transcribe from Tigran's piano. I have no confidence that this is 100% correct because the tones of the bass guitar and the low piano sound too similar, and in some parts of the song, the lows get muddled together. So sometimes I'm not sure if what I heard was bass guitar or piano or both. Or did I mix them up with some kick drum? I really don't know. But anyway, this is what I've got for you, so check it out. Tigran's piano melody at the beginning also plays its own grouping, which is a stretched out 2-bar grouping of 6 times 7. To recap, we have a 5-5-6-5 and 8-8-5, which actually sounds a bit like a 4-4-5-5-3, a piano bass line that keeps changing, and a 6x7 all happening at the same time. Yep, luckily for us mortals, the piano abandons its 6x7 grouping and switches to this constant 16-note pattern, which sort of helps the pattern settle down in your ears. Earlier on, the drum groove that I demonstrated was basic. And it's basic because Arthur improvises a lot. Of all the 24 bars of these 3 sections, he only plays 2 bars the same way. He constantly alternates between the hi-hat closed and open sounds, bell on his snare, ghost notes, rim shots, and a cymbal that sounds like a clapper or some kind of stack. It's above his first tom hidden by the crash cymbal. There are also a couple of bars where he changes the pattern altogether. It took me 4 weeks of practice just to be able to play this part note for note, cleanly, and be able to record it in a single take without making a mistake. Of course, you don't have to play all that. If you just want to have some fun playing Levitation 21, you can just fall back on the basic groove. It's just my personal commitment to be able to share with you exactly what is happening, and it's a little neat challenge for myself not to simplify anything. Anyway, let's see what that sounds like. You can take advantage of YouTube's speed function if you want to practice along with me. hope you enjoyed this video, and if my videos have helped you in any way, I'd really appreciate it if you could support me by purchasing a PDF or t-shirt from my store. You can get the entire Levitation 21 drum transcription there right now. Or if you're not after drum scores or t-shirts, you can also buy me a coffee on my coffee page. It's basically making a one-time donation to support my channel. I'm looking to upgrade my 7-year-old camera to finally be able to shoot in 4K, so any small amount is going to help. Thank you so much for watching, and in the meantime, don't stop dreaming and don't stop drumming.